Hi, everybody. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I had to really perk up to say that in a positive way because as I opened up to the energy of this reading, you guys, I instantly my first thing was I looked down and I patted something like this, straightening it out, and then I just got this overwhelming feeling to cry, which I did, and I was trying to wipe away the tears right before I turned the camera on, but I had to grab my tissue here, so it feels like someone here is definitely in their feels. It feels like a deep sadness. It feels like you're missing someone. It feels like you've lost someone and it felt like you were like rubbing a fabric of theirs, and it could have been a quilt or one of their shirts. Or I'm getting very emotional right now, so holy moly. This fabric could have been like a green that you were rubbing, because I pulled this out to record something earlier, and it could have been similar to this color. Now it looks teal, but it's more of a darker green in person. Let me see if the color picks up better without the light. Yeah, that's more accurate of the color that it is that I see. Okay. So yeah. So if you are missing your person, I feel that they may have a message coming through for you. So stay tuned. I definitely feel a little shaky in my voice and a little shaky all over here. It's 9:44 on the clock, 2:02 on the timer. So there's a moment in time that you remember like all the details of. Whew. Okay. Spirit, I feel the emotion, but please let this energy of this sadness pass on through now. You may go now. I need to get back to center to be able to do this message. So we are going to get out. No, my tarot cards aren't correct. The animals and the angels want to come out. I love it when the animals and the angels come out. So someone here really feels connected to animals. You may connect with angels as well. Angels have been very present in my life lately. And it's a different energy, you guys. So it can almost feel there it is. I literally feel it now. It's a cleansing of the air. I don't know how to else. I'm going to try to explain it, okay? It's like the air becomes crisp and clear, and everything comes into focus all of a sudden. And life feels really good and beautiful. And I described it in a video the other day as serene. There's a feeling of peace and serenity. And when that washes over me, I know an angel is present. So the angels really want to work with you and help you and guide you and support you. If you are in this sadness, they just know they are actually around you at this time. We've got the lizard. Little lizard coming on out. Dream the world into being. Okay, so I'm hearing for someone here, you've been having dreams lately that kind of. Okay, what do we want to know about the dreams there? There seems to be a message for someone. Okay, so your third eye is probably activating at this time because I got a very head rush sensation. Also, someone here probably has been having headaches a lot lately because that is activating the third eye gifts. You know, people say activate your third eye, but the third eye is a very complicated tool. Okay, I'm getting feels like a message. Someone's been curious about the third eye because you see all those videos on YouTube. Activate your third eye, open your pineal gland, blah blah blah. They're great. I don't say blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying there's so many out there. That's why I say blah, blah, blah. Because there's so many. Um, but there's something here about none of those talk about the effects of opening your third eye and what it can do and what it will activate in your life. And so I'm feeling spirit wanting me to go into that at least a little bit. I might make a video. Actually, I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. So I'm going to pause the video. There's one reader I watch who writes during her videos and continues to talk. And I'm just like, how? How do you do that? Yo, I was a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and now it makes so much sense. I've been, I've really warred with giving myself grief about quitting teaching, and it's like, it's a miracle that I lasted 15 years. No doubt. I had to be someone that I wasn't in order to be a teacher. And I did that for 15 years, y'all. I can't even like, I'll have to write that down as well. I'm not going to go into it in this video, but yeah, so activating your third eye comes with some symptoms and things that you need to be aware of, knowing that, and that's what I mean by don't just use whatever video you come across on YouTube to activate your third eye. You need to be choosy. And I used to just watch whatever came across and, but now I realize that not every one of them are right. If there's a tone in the video that doesn't set well with you, go to a different video. If it just makes your skin crawl, go to a different video, like don't just watch any old video to activate your third eye or do any old meditation or whatever. There's something here about relying on you, yourself, rather than tools from the internet. That is so interesting. I usually don't get messages like that. Okay, so the thing about activating your third eye is it can come with forehead sensations, particularly right in the center, and it can also be headachy. Like you can get headaches, migraines, your ears can get weird, it can really affect just this whole nasal area, so your voice may change like right now. Drink lots of water, I'm hearing. Stay grounded as your third eye is activating. That is super important. Because reality kind of shifts a little because you're more aware of things and you get visions and you get just things that pop in your mind all of a sudden so very clearly, and you're like, holy crap, what was that? You won't have any idea. So you're like, was that a memory of mine? Was that like, is that something that's going to happen in the future? Like, was that on a different timeline? It's like for the person I'm tuning into here, or the people or the collective, you're someone who once the third eye is activated, it's very strong. It's very strong. And so you might experience things that just are kind of disorienting a little bit. So life feels a little disorienting. So just give yourself grace here, I'm hearing. Yeah, look, I'm seeing like an eyeball right there. Also, I noticed this lizard has wings. So yeah, you are a traveler. You're a traveler. You're someone who travels during dream time, or messages come in. I'm getting the number 38 strong here for someone. That also equals 11. So yes, spirit really wants to work with you. The number, like the age 38 is coming up. Maybe someone here is 38 years old. Or something happened when you were 38 years old that's very important, or that will happen. I'm also noticing how that lizard's kind of balancing between the two blades of a plant there. And so yeah, you balance between the dream world and reality. Ooh, you might have Pisces energy here. So the message on the card says dream the world into being, but I'm getting that you particularly are someone who spirit communicates through your dreams to you to help you dream your world into being. So it's almost like part of your dreams are definitely messages for you. Um, Gosh, I'm getting like tickly sensations, and I know my hair tickles my skin sometimes, but this feels energetic almost like it's kind of rippling throughout. So there is an activation happening, I feel. And it's like your body is waking up. You know, you only use so much of your brain, but it's almost like you're hitting another level of humanity that is it's a different feeling physically, mentally, spiritually. So you're going to have physical symptoms that are going to be a little bit confusing. And listen, if something really, really is worrying you, please go to the doctor. But a lot of your symptoms are just something your body needs to go through to get to this leveled up version of yourself. Your body has to adapt. Like if you went to another planet and there's no oxygen there to breathe, you're going to have to adapt, you know, either by using tools or you staying on that planet long enough, you'll create adaptations to evolve. That's what this is. For you to survive, for you to be able to handle this new elevated version of life, your body has to adapt to it. So it might be a little uncomfortable. You might be going through some things. And you know, they say that the menopause, all those changes, yeah, you're hitting a different level in life. That's why menopause happens, you know? And I feel like menopause actually may be worse for women who are leveling up a lot, like have done the healing work and have really like reflected and grown. And so when you hit that level, and it is usually in your late 40s, early 50s, when you hit that level, that's a time in life where you realize like, whoa, I've made it this far in life. And you look back and you go, have I done or did I do things that I wanted to do? Like, was there something that I haven't done that I really, really, really need to? And so there's this reflection judgment period happening. And so it can like activate and catapult someone into this crazy transformation in their life. And yes, it is a chemical physical change that happens, but this is also that leveling up that happens in life as well. So menopause is referred to that time in your life where your body's going through their changes, where you can't get pregnant anymore. You know, your hormones change, but that's also in synchronicity with the leveling up symptoms and everything as well. I hope I'm making sense. Okay, moving on. We've got the badger. The badger has been coming out lately. You guys, my husband and I watched a video about the badger being one of the toughest freaking animals. We literally watched, I couldn't watch it. I had to cover my eyes. We watched a badger getting ripped apart. That's what it looked like, by wolves. Or was it coyotes? It was a pack of wolves or coyotes. Probably coyotes, I think. But anyways, it was an animal like a coyote, okay? And so they had each leg and just trying to rip this badger apart. And the badger's just kind of like hanging on for dear life. And I see one of the animals grab its snout. I mean, it was all the noises. It was horrible. And I'm just like doing this. And my husband's like doing this. And so, and then he goes, everything's fine. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Why would they show that on TV? You know, I'm freaking out over here. And so, and I look up and the badger's fine and he's eating honey. He's just eating honey out of a honeycomb he had grabbed. I mean, he had a little blood on his face, but he was totally fine, just like in fetal, in the belly up position, prone. Or is that supine? Yeah, supine is up, right? Yeah. Okay, moving on. The number 4 is coming out here. That might be significant for you. But the badger spirit says be fearless and bold. Just like that honey badger, man. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. Yeah, be fearless and bold. Stop holding back. Just go for it. Go for it. Just do it. Shia LaBeouf that shit. Groundhog spirit. This is a tough spirit for a lot of people. It's time to let go. And that's letting go of a job, letting go of an energy that you've been carrying around, letting go of responsibility you've been carrying around that's not yours, letting go of fear, letting go of doubt, letting go of shame, letting go of blame, letting go of bitterness and resentment, letting go of your ego, letting go of your machoism, your extreme like I'm seeing like macho male whatever, and then like the opposite feminist, like the extremes of that. There's a balance that needs to be done there. So letting go of the extremes, letting go of control, letting go of the when and the how, and just worry about the why and the what. I'm getting educate yourself all of a sudden. Time to let go of thinking you can control how everything's going to happen, okay? That's really strongly here. Educate yourself is coming back very strongly. Wow, I'm noticing owls here. Yeah, there's wisdom to be had, but this isn't like, I'm not feeling a normal education. I'm feeling like this is spiritual education. Educate yourself on, I'm hearing just be open to being educated. That's it, okay? Parrot spirit, watch your words. Ooh, that had some heavy energy there. Heavy. Watch your words. This feels like a warning, you guys. Oh gosh, I need to get over the fact that warnings make me uncomfortable. I think it's a warning, but it's also like affirming something you already think anyways. It hit my gut. But watch what you say. Watch the words that come out of your mouth. Watch what you're telling people. Is there any more messages that want to come with that though, specifically? Watch how you talk about people. Watch what you say to people. Like, is it really their business? Do they really need to know? Just remember that, I don't know, there's just something that if you choose to tell someone something, 1822 on the clock, if you choose to tell someone something, just know you've now let it out and you've taken the risk that it could be spread to other places. Okay. Yes. All right, big message from the animals. They love you guys. Okay, angels are here and they want you to hear that you are near the end of a story. Oh, that was so cool. Okay. Y'all, I'm trying to be fearless and bold here. Not trying, I'm doing it. Fearless and bold doesn't have to mean doing, and my cards are like totally slipping out my hand. I'm being told to tell you that you have a lot of angels surrounding you. Because I got the image of myself the other day, literally spreading out every single angel card in this deck. And because I had never seen all of them before and I wanted to see all the angels in this deck. And I got the really strong message that all of those angels are around us right now. So this feels like a collective. Lots of angels. I mean, there's quite a bit of angels in there. I'm getting 52 because it feels like a regular like deck of cards. 52 is the number of weeks in a year. Something about a year here. You are near. Oh, the end of the year is near. Y'all, this is just what's coming. Okay. What angel would like to come forward with a message for the collective that I am tapping into at this time? All the 7 things. I don't know if you've noticed this little book behind me, but that is a book that I wrote. As a teacher of 15 years, I was very drawn to math, and I was a math interventionist at one point. And so a card just came out, but I'm going to wait and finish this. But yeah, and so I didn't see a lot of books that taught math skills along with a good story behind it. And so that taught like a good life lesson with it. And so 7 came, and I actually found like my original design for my cover. It was horrible. So it's really cool to see how far that book has come. And my next book is in the works. It is going to be about the number 8. So no, I'm not going in sequential order, but 8 really was like really calling to me to tell his story. He's a rootin' tootin' cowboy, dancing cowboy at that. So 8 story is going to be fun, and it feels like it's marinating right now. So look forward to that. But yeah, you can find my book on Amazon. I wrote it and illustrated it. And my niece, Destiny, also illustrated and digitized the illustrations. So it was a very cool project to work with her on. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Yeah, I really enjoyed working with her. She's very talented. I love the pictures. They bring me lots of happiness when I look at them. So y'all, there is this something about you being proud of something that you're doing and being okay with being proud of it and being okay with expressing your pride in your work. It's okay to be proud about what you do, that you work so hard on, that you pour your soul into, you know? Okay, the angel of perfection came on out. That's so funny. It took like 7 years. All the 7 things. It took like 7 years for me to get that book out. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, the angel of perfection. So let's see what that says, because I'm getting something here about it's okay if it's not perfect. Just do it, put it out there, especially if it's your first one. You know, that was my first book. I see lots of things I want to change already. There's probably going to be a second edition of it, but there's something here about it's okay if it's not perfect. If you are putting your heart and soul into it, yes, people will criticize it. People will judge it. They're going to do that. That's okay. But if you put something out there that you truly feel good about, then that's all that matters. And it was needed, and it's going to touch people's lives, and it's going to really help people. And I feel like this is an affirmation for you from the angels that you will be affirmed. This is an affirmation that you are affirmed, that what you put out is so beautiful and so good for people out there. There's going to be people that really resonate with it, and they're going to love it, okay? And the people that criticize or judge it, that's okay. That's something you've got to be okay with, is what I'm getting. Like, it's okay if they, I don't think anything bad of them. I don't judge them. And I'm not even talking about myself here, you guys. I hope you don't take it that way. I have only gotten love about my book, and so I'm very grateful for that. But I feel that a collective here is worried about being criticized and if they can handle it. And yeah, that is something you need to get to a point that you decide, yes, I know people are gonna criticize it or want to analyze it or do something to it. And It's okay. They can do that. But if I put out something I absolutely love, I don't care. Like, I love it. That's all that matters. I've gotten to a comfortable point now that if somebody criticizes something, oh, I'm saying this, I think I still have work to do on this, but they criticize something, I go, okay, yeah, well, I love it, and that's all that matters. So, anyways, the angel of perfection. In my real self, life is eternal, wisdom is infinite, love is abundant, and beauty is perfection. All that is complete and whole is perfect. The white dove does not need to wash for whiteness. Neither does the flower in the fields beg for fragrance. The more natural and spontaneous the gesture, the closer to perfection. When the flow is there, it's perfect. To overemphasize the need for perfection may actually push away the possibility to channel the perfection of who we really are in every moment of our lives. So, trying to be perfect pushes perfection away. Wow, big message for someone there. All right. Okay, I told y'all so many angels are surrounding us. A group of 5 angels just came out, so I'm just going to go through each one. I'm not going to read all of them because that's a lot of writing and reading on them. I'm just going to go through them, and any messages that come out while I do that will be said to you. All right, the angel of inspiration. Music is a big thing here. Just getting nature, I'm hearing, is going to inspire. Using the experiences of your life to inspire you. Ooh, I like that one. Even the dark experiences, even the low experiences. And there is something here about working in the low energy of like where you were in your life, where you were low energy, that you do need to protect yourself from going back into that energy once you tap into it to get creative with it. Does that make sense? For someone here, that is like something you need to just be cautious of going back into that energy while you're channeling it to be inspired. Okay. The angel of wisdom. Yeah, you're very wise. You're very wise. And this is affirming again the education that I was feeling. Someone to get educated. The angel of wisdom is here and they want to educate you on the truth. I'm feeling angel of truth, even though this is angel of wisdom. Let's see what it says. Through my connection with infinite wisdom, all becomes possible. So being open to divine wisdom. All right. The angel of light is here. Woo, look at that bright light. Letting the light in. I've seen something where it says all of the holes that you have, the voids you have, is where you fill it with your light. So filling the light in. I'm getting a flashlight. There's something about light here. But like, I don't know. Turning on lights. Lighting a candle. Lighting a candle. Which is what I need to do right now. A white candle. Actually, any color that feels good to you. But this is my Leo birthday candle. So maybe that was for someone that has a birthday. Happy birthday. If today's your birthday when you're seeing this. Yeah, you're at a crossroads, but I'm also hearing a stone, something about a stone, like turning over a stone, turning over a new leaf. I don't know. You're just at this point of life where you're really transitioning, okay? The angel of compassion, but it was reversed, and I don't normally do reversals with this deck, but for some reason this feels like you have a lack of compassion right now because you have filled those holes with darkness and you're very focused on your pain and what you're going through. And so when you fill those holes with your light and hope and faith and optimism and positivity, the light, what fills you up with light and joy, fill it up with those things instead of this dark pain that I felt at the very beginning of this reading. And so that will help you to become your compassionate self again. And then you'll feel love. And you know what's funny? The Grinch, when his heart grew, kind of comes to mind here. How when he felt his heart grow, it was almost like painful. Oh, what is that? It's almost painful to feel your heart grow, because what happens is when your heart grows, and I'm talking about your heart chakra, and you're opening it and it grows and expands, you start to feel other people's pain. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's so heavy. Yeah, so that is almost like another warning. I've got to do a video, not just the effects of opening your third eye, but opening the heart chakra as well. Look at me multitasking like I said I couldn't do earlier. She must make like little symbols, like for heart I put a little heart instead of writing out heart. Taking notes. I was never good at that in school, you guys. I really struggled. So if you're allowed to record your like lectures and stuff, that's 3111 on the clock. So that 3 and that 111 is coming out here. Man, that's Empress level right there. And the 3, this is, you're definitely your tribe, man. You're like collaborating and communicating, and you're really making connections. You're networking. Or if you're not now, you will be. Like, this is so beautiful. The angel of release. The groundhog spirit, time to let go. So there is definitely letting go of your old life here. This is returning to what your life is supposed to be. This is what returning to yourself here. The angel of release is releasing that old self that you built up over the years to survive that 15 years of being a teacher. I mean, my God, what you had to do to survive in something that wasn't you, it's time to release that, you guys. That is no longer the story. That is no longer your energy or your vibe. You are not that person anymore. You are not that person that worked 9 to 5 anymore. That's over, okay? That felt like definitely for me, but also very much so someone else. Could be a retired person that wasn't a message for. Like, your old job is gone. You don't have to worry about that anymore. This is the new you showing up now. So yeah, you probably have spent quite a lot releasing a lot of the old, and it's been a process, and you're going through a lot of shedding things. You've probably had, I'm telling you, I just feel physical symptoms are really strong right now with this release. But again, please seek medical advice. Do not do anything, like seek medical advice if you feel strongly towards that. It's not saying ignore your symptoms. It's just saying that is part of this elevation process. Okay? Y'all, that is the end of the message. And so I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful day. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. And life is just grand. Bye.